Windoor, Canada's trade show for the window and door industry, took place on November 18 through 20 at the Metro Toronto Convention Centre in downtown Toronto. The show welcomed 2,618 window and door fabricators and dealers from across North America to 3 days of education and networking. 130 industry suppliers packed the show floor. Canada's Window and Door Association, Fenestration Canada, held important meetings and learning seminars.
The show business or trade exhibition business is evolving, and it's very important that Fenestration Canada and the Windoor Committee understand what's going on in the marketplace, and we've got some very, very astute individuals that are that way, and that's why the education program is becoming a more and more vital part of the show itself.
Yeah.
There was, years ago there was some talk, you don't want to take people off the floor because it affects the exhibitors, but in reality, by creating a good solid program, and there's so much going on today with codes and trying to understand a lot of manufacturing issues and a lot of business issues, that if we build a good seminar program, we're going to bring people to the show on that merit alone, and that will in turn get more people out to the exhibits. So it's a balance that we have to find, and I think we're slowly getting there, but it is a work in process for sure.
The big story at Windoor 2015 was the celebration of the show's 20th anniversary. Fenestration Canada handed out special awards to the 5 exhibitors who had exhibited at every show since the first one: Amesbury Truth, Novatech, the Insulating Glass Manufacturers Alliance, Trimlight, and Royal. The party included a performance by the Blues Brothers Blues Band. Here is Windoor founder Jim Parker talking about the show's origins 20 years ago.
We went to a hotel meeting in Don Mills. I think it was a Holiday Inn, I'm not sure.
Okay.
And
what year would this have been around, Jim?
94.
Around 94, okay.
And we set up a meeting beside, rented a room beside the meeting rooms for the association. And we got one of the equipment suppliers to help us, and we set up some fabrication equipment.
Wow.
And we're building windows.
Right there.
Partially building windows, right there.
Yeah.
And the people would come out of the meetings, and we'd grab them in, and we had a good turnout,
Yeah.
some good leads.
Yeah.
And from that we got the idea that we needed to have a show.
Education seminars brought window and door fabricators and dealers up to speed on the latest codes and standards, especially the new North American Fenestration standard for air and water ingress. The big change to how doors are approved is causing problems in some part of the country, but Windoor is one place the industry can go for solutions.
You'll actually save money testing if you review your entire product range with somebody who understands the NAF standard.
Yeah.
And they can help you to pick and choose what things need to be tested to get the most value out of your program, because a lot of manufacturers run in, test a whole bunch of gateway sizes, then they realize half of what we build is bigger than the gateway size, and now all those tests mean nothing, and then they go, oh, but we have to test our mullions? Well, if we knew that, instead of testing our boxes individually, we could have tested them in groups. We could have mulled our boxes together, and instead of doing 3 individual box tests, get a rating for 3 boxes and the mullions that join them all out of one test.
Windoor 2015 returns to the Metro Toronto Convention Centre November 3 to 5, 2015.